It may seem like a regular assembly for the children at Yarrow Community School, but it's actually a very special day for the kids. They get a sneak peek at a brand new children's book written by local author Barbara Nickel called A Boy Asked the Wind. The idea came from a question Barbara's son asked her 10 years ago.
And he asked me, where does the wind live? And that sort of just got me thinking that question. And my husband's a windsurfer, well, actually our whole family windsurfs, and so he knew about the Mistral wind of the Mediterranean. And then I started to discover that there are other winds out there in the world, and they have specific names and characteristics. And it was actually in the course of the research that I sort of found the shape of the book.
Traditionally, Barbara has written poetry directed towards both adults and children alike. However, with A Boy Asked the Wind, she felt her poetry needed a bit of visual aid this time around.
With a picture book, what mostly happens is, the publisher accepts the text, and then once you've refined your text with an editor and got that to the place it needs to be, it's like done completely separately with a designer and the illustrator. So I didn't know any of the images that she was going to do. I saw them once in a while, but I had no input.
Now at the Yarrow Library, the author gives a reading to the students while taking her presentations one step further.
So I introduced the book first using a PowerPoint, and I felt that that was really important to do because there's lots of unfamiliar terms and places in this book, and I sort of needed to unpack it for them first. And I tried to do it in a fun way by getting them to do actions and sounds so that they would be listening to things when I was reading, and then they would be able to be involved. I wanted it to be interactive, and I had them do a song too, and then there was the actual reading of the book, which I had all of the illustrations on a PDF so that they could see them on the screen. I just love the aspect of just sharing with who the book is actually meant for. So much of the time as a writer is spent just in isolation, and yeah, it's just like becoming fully realized by getting its voice out there to the kids and seeing their reactions to it.
To find out more about the author, including some of her upcoming writing workshops, visit barbaranickel.ca. At the Yarrow Library, I'm Danny Gonsalves for Go on Shaw TV.